Hey, it's Nick here from LA Fidel's Airsoft, coming at you with another video. Sorry I haven't been doing videos in a while. So yeah. Sorry about that. Been busy with school and everything. Anyway, this is an Echo on ASR. Yes, Nick, you did a review on this. I know. This is not a review on anything. This is a video discussing airsoft sniping. I'm not the most experienced airsoft sniper. I talk to guys. I do my research. I'm pretty good at my local field. I'm not the best one there, but I'm pretty decent. There's not too many serious snipers. I happen to be getting more serious. I consider myself a serious sniper right now. I'm getting more and more serious. I'm gonna be purchasing a ghillie and all that, but a good ghillie, not like the little kids running around with them. Also, the ones that aren't serious. I'm gonna have a nice ghillie. I'm gonna crawl through the woods and everything. Yeah. Now, your primary concern as a sniper is to break up your outline. Now, a ghillie suit does that quite well. But if you don't have a ghillie suit and you're in a forest or woodland type area, woodland camo, a set of woodland camos will do you. Is bare minimum. I mean, they don't really break up your outline, but if you stay low to the ground, you can disappear pretty well. As long as you have some sort of head cover, or even then, I don't even use a head cover because I have to wear a paintball mask. I'm under 18. There's no problem with that. Now, shimogs work very well to break up your outline. Now, see, get it down. If I didn't have the hat on, get it down really low. Even with the hat, it kind of provides a nice little, because it's still breaking up the outline. Like, you don't think human head. If you just saw this from the side, would you think human head? I mean, you might now because I'm there, but 200 feet away, you saw something like this just on a line, you wouldn't think human. Most likely, unless you could see the colors of the shimag. But, yeah. And hunting camo actually works pretty well. If you live on the east coast of North America, where this stuff is pretty much made to be used. It'll actually work better than your standard woodland camo, which I example of here. This is a USMC issue e-tool pouch. I use it for green gas, spare BBs and magazines. If I'm sniping, I'll put it on my belt. The sniper rifles, you have three main. The sniper rifles themselves, you pretty much have two main choices. AEGs being kind of a third, but there's not as many of them. In the AEG world, the real sword and the PSG-1 are the Tokyo Marui PSG-1 and the real sword SVD are the only purpose-built sniper rifles now. The SVD is being cloned by companies like SEMA and S&T, which me and my friends believe to be the same thing. We are not sure, so don't quote me on that one. But yeah, they're being cloned, so now, yes, you could say technically there are 3 or 4, however you look at it. But with all that being said, the other guns, yes, you can do builds for them, but for our purposes today, we're just discussing guns that are purpose-built sniper rifles. You have the spring guns, example of here. You have gas guns like the Tanaka and the KJW M700s. Those are all excellent. The KJWs, I'm actually looking into wanting to be putting an HPA rig on it. G&G makes an L96, so does well. Well, when you put upgrades in it, probably a good gun. Me, I'm just going to go with the KJW because it's made in Taiwan, not China, a little bit of quality control. And I don't want to drop the 500 on a Tanaka. I could if I would, guys. Can't. Anyway, but your choices for the spring world are the Echo 1 ASR is actually really nice. It's a Marusian APS-2 clone. Any gun that can take those upgrade parts of the VSR-10 or the Marusian APS-2, I would consider those guns as well. This was my first serious sniper rifle, starting to get into it, really. I mean, it needs some more stuff. It only has the $100 upgrade kit from Echo 1, the kit, and the Mad Bull 6.01 type one. It's shooting about 551 when those upgrades were first put in back in February of 2011. Of course, now everything went down in FPS a bit. But the furthest kill I got with it was actually 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks from tomorrow. 350-foot shot. It was really nice. There was no wind. I had to hold the gun up. You know, I had it aim high. I think I had the guy's head on the second or third mil dot. I want to say probably the third mil dot. And it hit his goggles, which is what I was aiming for. He was a kid. It was a paintball mask. You know what I mean? I didn't want to real zig him, but 350 feet away is what I estimated at. So anywhere, I would say 280 to 350 feet. 280 to 370 feet. But I know there's no way I made a 370-foot shot with this. So I'm saying 350. I mean, I guess it's possible, but let's not get into that. Now, the spring-based guns, the ASR is a very good gun, so the other brews at APS-3 clubs, as long as you upgrade them. Stock, they're going to be crap. Okay? You'll have to excuse me, I have a little bit of congestion today. Other spring guns, you have the Murray VSR 10s, very, very nice. You could put a lot of money into those. Murray's and APS-2s, those are your best bet for spring guns. I mean, you have the Sun Project rifles, and numerous other ones I just really can't think right now. Those are good rifles too. Oh, KTW, you have those like $1,000 KTWs, but if you're looking at one of those, chances are you're not going to be watching my video because I'm a kid and you already know what sniping's like because you're probably a bit older than I am and you've probably been playing for twice as long as I have, if not longer. I'm not going to get into that. But this is for basically people getting into sniping or people that are in sniping and want to learn just a little bit more and want to get serious about it. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not the most advanced sniper. This stuff, if you ask me questions or stuff I don't know, I'd have to research and give you an answer. I'm nowhere near the most experienced. I'm pretty much, I'm just the tip of the iceberg getting into it. I'm not, I'm no, 400 foot, I'm not accurate 350 feet every time. That was one lucky shot, well, two really, because I hit him twice. I mean, that was luck, alright? I'm going to be straight with you. A large amount of that was the right conditions, the right everything. There's snipers out there that'll do. I've seen guys with the rifles doing, well, I've heard of guys. I've seen videos on YouTube, 800-foot shot. Whether or not that was a real video or not, I have no idea. I mean, hey, if it was, man, you got some good VSR 10 there, buddy. That's probably shooting over the legal limit at my field of 550 FPS when a rifle is doing that far. But anyway, yeah, so that's the sniper rifles and a little bit about myself. Now, the scope is a VSIM 10x42. I like it a lot. You can't really see it, but I like it a lot. I like the long-range reticle. I mean, it's on a pretty light sniper rifle, even without the scope. It's pretty light. Even with the scope, it's pretty light. I mean, the ASR is one of the lightest airsoft sniper rifles on the market, which is nice. It's kind of funny though, considering that it's supposed to look like an anti-material rifle type thing, and it's lighter than all the other ones in real life. Something like this is a bit bigger and weighs probably like 30 damn pounds, something like that, 20-something pounds, and it weighs like 4 or 5. I don't know, I find it kind of funny, but it's light, maneuverable, shock adjust, plastic buffer tube. It's the one that's on about this one, that I can just do that because they wore down the notches. But it's nice and it's adjustable. Anyway, that's the sniper rifles and everything. Any more questions on that, PM me. Anyway, now we can talk about sidearms. I'm aware this is a pretty large sidearm. I've even carried my Echo 1 AKM before. Pop, pop, pop. You're dead. When you're sniping, sidearms are important. If you can carry another rifle, by all means, go ahead. Even if it's just a P90 or a little MP5, it'll help. I mean, that gives you more firepower, but also, you gotta remember, it's gonna be a little hard to sneak around with, and it's gonna wear you down quicker. You know, it's gonna be a lot of stuff. Second you go to is gas blowback SMGs. This is a KWA Mac 11. 50 shots. Kind of awkward to find a spot for. You can get holsters for them. It's really not that bad if you're carrying an AK on your back instead. I mean, so yeah, that's that. You have gas handguns. This one's a Turkish Marie Glock 17. You know, double stack mag. KWA. This one needs a mag actually, but that's because I was looking at the mag spring and the mag spring wore down. But that was after a long time of use, because I bought it used and I used it a few times, and I really like the KWA SIG. It's a really nice handgun. It's got the functioning decocker again, double stack mag. And the reason why I brought the second handgun out is because I want to discuss with you quality of handguns. Quality of sidearms rather. Tokyo Marui and KWA make some of the best in the industry. So, I mean, I guess it's best that I discuss that with you guys a little bit. I do have a WE 4.3 Desert Warrior, but I don't feel like getting that, quite frankly. I mean, it's a good gun and only holds 16 shots, though. So when you have 27, I think around the same in this one, plus one in the chamber. 16 shot, well, 15 plus 1, and a WE is kind of like, you know what I mean? I've carried a WE. I actually like the WE a lot. That's what I've been carrying lately, actually. Because the clock needs a new trigger lever. That's the one thing with Murray. On green gas, eventually they will break. I mean, what are you going to do? But you can get steel parts and everything. So, I might just get a garter kit. Put the garter kit in there because it's even more upgrade parts. KWA NS2 will not break on green gas. Pop, 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 pop. KWAs are really nice. This is actually the M226 PTP. PTP, missing a rear sight. Again, I got it used. I can't control that. But, I mean, I really don't mind it. I'm pretty accurate anyway with just the front. I mean, I was hitting targets from my backyard about 120 feet away. I could probably hit from further. And, you know, just standard 8x12 printer paper. Just kind of, you know, squeezing away. And when you shoot a handgun for self-defense and airsoft, chances are you're not just going to one shot. You're going crazy. When I test fired the gun, actually, before I bought it, the guy looked at me like, because I was squeezing so fast. I'm like, that's how I shoot a handgun. Because I'm not using it indoors as like a primary where I'm just not, you know, where I'm just shooting every once in a while. I'm using it usually to put a lot of rounds downrange quick and to, you know, wipe out 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. I mean, with the Mac 11, this is the most kills I've got in airsoft in it. You're not going to believe this one. But they all came up on our base, right? And we're just sitting there. Most of the guys are out, but I'm alive. I pull this thing off my desk, drop the mag, 10 guys down. Pick up another one. There's another 10 on the other. There's next to him. And I went, all of them dead. That was a fun day. Anyway, yeah. But handguns are very accurate. The Marines and the KWAs are accurate at the very far. So now that's all the gear you're gonna need. Concealment, sniper rifle, sidearm, whether it's a backup rifle, a handgun, or an SMG. Now, tactics. For the stalk, sniping consists of stalking, target identification, target identification, reconnaissance, target identification, stalking, pulling the trigger, support. Not in any particular order, that's what I was trying to do. But I don't really want to give it to you in an order just yet. Now, target identification, this is what I do. You take out other snipers first, or designated marksmen. They are a priority because they're the ones who can see you and can easily take you out if they're good shots. Sniping another sniper is also like, yeah, I got the enemy sniper. Like, hoorah. You know what I mean? It's some gratitude there that, it feels good. Then is their leadership. Well, here's the thing. It's a tough call. You gotta get snipers out first, but if you're running a medic rule, then you want to get the medics before they can medic the snipers. So that's a problem, and the snipers have to walk back to respawn. So, but if you're not, then don't worry about medics. Then would be leadership. Take out the leadership, they don't know what they're doing. Especially if it's a squad leader and the other guys are younger, inexperienced players. You take your gun, you see that guy, you see him walking, you can tell, he's the experience. He looks like he knows what he's doing. Gone. Take him out. Best way to do it. Cut the head off the snake, and then have a little free shoot with the guys that are left. Then would be saw gunners, because they're going to harass the most out of your troops, out of your your teammates, your brothers in arms, so to speak. They're going to harass them more. Saw gunners, medics, take them all out. If there's no sniper, take them all. Take the leadership out first, then the medics. Take everyone out. That's the way you gotta do it. So that's target identification. Stalking, stay low. Get low to the ground. Crawling on your belly through everything, unless you have to cross a road, in which case try to avoid that. Be very careful when doing so. And then as soon as you cross the road, get down. On your belly again. You could crawl across the road, but that's a little too open. It's a trade-off, concealment for speed in that one. Because if someone's walking down the road, they're going to see you. They're going to light you up. And then as soon as you get to the other side, get down low. Go behind enemy lines if you have to. Learn the back routes on your field. Get behind the enemy base and pick people off. And, move after you. 3 shots, move. 3 shots, move. Not as true for airsoft, but if you're a lone sniper or sniper team, 3 shots, move. Follow that rule. So on and so on. There's certain cases when you don't have to use it. But if you're cut off from everyone, you're going to want to use that tactic. A support tactic, say if this is combat sniping, what I call it, or, because you don't have to be a designated marksman to do this, or marksman. Support is when you're running with a full squad of guys, and you're not being sneaky, you're just playing. You're just playing. You're not being sneaky, you're just kind of out there. Popping people off, just take it out. It works the same way as target identification did, but you're probably going to be a little closer to the firefight, so just be careful. That's what that is. What was the other one I said? Oh, reconnaissance. Reconnaissance goes back to target identification, like I said, telling your guys your teammates where they are, what positions they're in, where the leaders are, what the leaders looks like, who the leader is in some cases, what gun he is using, what the saw gunners are, who has the big guns and who has the low budget guns, and that's your job for reconnaissance. Reconnaissance also gathering enemy intel. You might be right behind the enemy base or right up on the enemy base. You may just be sitting there like this. You might not even fire a shot. It might just look like this for the whole game. You just might be sitting there behind that crosshair just looking. And then, providing intel back. It might be, say, what I've always wanted to do is this is just a sniper scenario. This isn't really, you know what I mean? Take out the HVT. Kill the HVT. Kill the enemy leader, diplomat, whatever. Or he's got a certain route. Or somebody's making a speech. One team has to run security. The other team has to, or he's doing something like that. He's kind of the open for a short amount of time. I would love You go in there, take out an HVT as like a side objective or something. But then again, that's a sniper objective. That's like airsoft sniping, like for the win, like taking out the big guy. You know what I mean? That's just me. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about airsoft sniping. Hope you found this video helpful. This is Nick from LA Infidels Airsoft out, signing off.